The enemy of our love. They say love conquers all. But what if someone tries to destroy it? What if everything you have built, every smile, every dream, every promise is slowly pulled apart by unseen hands? That is my truth. That is my quick war because the enemy is not loud or obvious. They don't attack in daylight, they move in shadows, smiling sweetly, pretending to care, while working to break the one thing I hold most precious, our love. It began softly, almost invisibly, whispers behind closed doors, teeny lies, quiet suggestions like dust in the air, harmless at first, until it filled our lungs with poison. We loved in the beginning. We said, people talk, it means nothing. But then the laughter faded, the rumors grew teeth, the lies found their way into messages, small interruptions, strange coincidences, moments that made us question what we knew to be true. That's when I realized this was not random. Someone was watching, someone was waiting, someone wanted to see us fall. We tried to stay strong, we smiled in secret, held hands when no one looked, sent messages full of love and courage. But every time she hesitated, every time her eyes filled with doubt, I felt the enemy's presence, a shadows, silent and cold just beyond the light. Then one afternoon it escalated. A message appeared on her phone, simple words, sharp as knives, meant to hurt, meant to make her question me. Her face changed, confusion, pain, disbelief, and in that moment I saw how close the enemy was to winning. I wanted to fight back, to expose whoever was behind it, but I could not rush. The enemy was clever, always one step ahead, always waiting for me to slip. So I watched quietly, every word spoken, every glance exchanged, every detail that did not fit. And slowly I began to notice people we trusted started acting strange. Their words were kind, but their meanings twisted. Their advice was soft, but full of warning. Be careful, they said. Maybe you don't know him as well as you think. Maybe she's hiding something. The words were small, but they planted seeds of doubt in hearts that once felt safe. That night I could not sleep. I watched her lying beside me, her face calm, her breath soft, and I realized how fragile peace can be every moment. Every breath felt like something I had to protect. I promised myself I will not let them in. I will not let this darkness steal what we built with love. So I started looking deeper, tracking words, faces, times, pattern, and piece by piece. The puzzle began to form. It was not strangers after all. The danger was closer than we thought. Sometimes the worst enemy is the one who smiles at you while holding the knife behind their back. The next morning felt heavy. She did not speak of the message, but I saw the distance in her eyes. Doubt had entered our home, and doubt, once inside, is harder to silence than any rumor. We still laughed, we still talked, but the laughter was thin, the words cautions. It felt like walking on glass, afraid that one wrong step would shatter everything. I knew I could not fight with anger. Anger would only feed their plan. So I chose patience, observation, calm, strength, and then it happened again. A trusted friend, a conversation that seemed casual, but beneath the kindness were hidden blades. Are you sure he is honest? Don't give your heart too easily. Sometimes love blinds us to truth. The words were gentle, but their purpose was not. They were made to build walls between her heart and mine. I saw her reaction, just a moment of hesitation, a flicker of doubt, but that was enough to hurt. That night I could not rest. I kept thinking, would they stop at lies, or would they try to twist reality itself? Soon the pattern became clear. Missed calls that were not missed, messages that never arrived, people showing up at just the right time to create confusion. Every step was calculated, every trap was set to make us lose faith in each other. Then the enemy grew older, a public scene, a subtle comment, a half truth spoken loud enough for others to hear. Her smile faltered, her hand slipped from mine, and I saw the fear in her eyes, the fear of losing something pure. I acted quickly, a quick joke, a soft reassurance, a reminder of what we shared, enough to bring her back to me. But inside I was burning. The enemy was not just cruel, They were strategic. They studied us, learned us, used our hearts as weapons. Days passed, the attacks grew bolder, rumors turned into evidence, lies wrapped in truth sat like traps waiting to catch us. And then the worst moment came. A friend, someone close, brought proof, or what looked like proof, twisted photos, edited messages, words taken out of place. She looked at me, eyes wide with confusion, heart turned between belief and fear. And in that moment, I understood the depth of the enemy's plan. They did not just want to hurt us, they wanted to destroy truth itself. But I stayed calm because panic was what they wanted. They wanted fire. I gave them silence. That night, we sat together. I listened more than I spoke. Every gentle word I said was a brick in the wall I built to protect our love. Slowly, her breathing softened, her shoulders relaxed. She smiled again, a small, quiet smile, and I know our love still lived, but the war was far from over. The enemy would not give up easily. They would try again from another angel with another face, and soon they did. They tried to use her closest friend, someone she trusted deeply, whispers, suggestions, stories made of half truths. Almost they succeeded, almost they made her doubt again, but I acted fast. No drama, no confrontation, just love, consistent, patient, real, and in that calm, the lies began to fall apart. The enemy did not expect that. They did not expect love that fights quietly, that protects softly, that forgives but never forgets. That night, I watched her sleep once more, peaceful again, at least for a while. I realized something important. The enemy might never stop, but I will never stop either, because true love does not collapse, it bends under pressure, it trembles under weight, but it does not break. The next day, we faced more whispers, more traps, more false smiles, but this time we were ready. Her hand found mine, her eyes meet mine, and in that moment, I felt something powerful, unity. They spoke again, but their words lost meaning. Their lies found no place to land, because love, when built on truth, cannot be destroyed by rumors. And that's how I fight now, not with anger, not with revenge, but with calm courage, quiet patience, and endless care, because I know the truth. Real love does not shout, it does not boast, it does not fade under fear. It endures, it forgives, it survives, even in the face of lies, even under the weight of betrayal, even when the whole world wants to tear it apart. Love remains silent, steady, unbroken, and so will I, until the last whisper fades, until the last lie falls, until the enemy disappears, because the world may test us, but it will never win, not while I still believe in the power of love, ours, unshaken, unbreakable, forever. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you.